Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio. Ours is a place where dreams take flight, voices are heard, and stories are shared. This is where cultures meet, connections are formed, and ideas are transformed into action. This is your destination for authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives, and meaningful conversations. We're where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover our world of education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our USA Global TV channel and download our USA Global TV app. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. With heartfelt thanks to our executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, music scored by Yifei Tang from Cloud Road Music, creative direction by Paul Garcia, and I'm Al Cini, and I'm very proud to be part of the USA Global TV and Radio family. So join us here at USA Global TV and Radio. Make us your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication, or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited. Thank you for being a part of our global community. Let's inspire together. Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV and Radio, where wisdom meets experience. Join a dynamic lineup of thought leaders, professionals, and changemakers from around the world. Dr. Madalene Chan from the UK, Mariska Dupreya from Australia, Red O'Loughlin from Texas, USA, Carolyn Heward from the UK, Zunette Lub from Cape Town, South Africa, as they share expert insights, personal journeys, and impactful strategies for success. Talking Heads isn't just a show, it's a global stage for education, collaboration, and inspiration. So elevate your knowledge, expand your perspective, engage in conversations that matter. Streaming globally, empowering locally, this is Talking Heads, only on USA Global TV and Radio.
Hello and a warm welcome to the UK and to USA Global TV and Radio viewers, our Instagram, our LinkedIn, our Facebook, our E360 TV viewers as well. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan and I'm going to be with you for the next 26 minutes for my episode of Talking Heads. So, warm welcome to you all. Now, before I begin with this week's topic, what do we need to do? We need to clear the energies. And how do we clear the energies? It's my singing bowl. Okay. Right. We're going to start with this beautiful mallet. And remember, the singing bowl, this one I got, singing bowls are there to help break down negative ions that are in the air. And it helps to break down because this little beauty, well, it's actually a biggie beauty, is made of 7 different metals. And that is the gold, which represents the sun, silver, which represents the moon, Mercury is planet Mercury, copper is Venus, tin is Jupiter, iron is Mars, and lead is Saturn. Wow. So because of the representation of the metals and the energies of the high frequency, its job is to break down the negative ions. So wherever you've been, remember, you collect. It's like Velcro, right? Think of yourself as a Velcro, right? If you were Velcro, what would you do? You'd be picking up all kinds of stuff. Going on the wall, oh, you're picking up stuff. Going on the floor, oh, you're picking up stuff. Talk to someone and you're a bit close, oh, you're picking up their stuff, right? So look at it as your energy field is like you wearing, oh my gosh, this is really weird, a Velcro dress or a Velcro jumper suit. Let's talk about a Velcro jumper suit and maybe a Velcro hoodie as well. So with that, you're going to pick up lots of things. Now, that's the best way and the most simplest way I can share with you what the energy field is. And so we're collecting it everywhere. So everything, I try to look at things and share with you frames. Everything is a frame of time, that timeline of that frame, those people, the event, the objects, everything within that time frame is all there. Now we need to where we wake it, where we need to close it down, sorry. So we close it down because otherwise we take that energy, no matter how good that energy is, it belongs in that timeline. So we need to create the now, which is another timeline. Therefore, it's another frame. Therefore, we need to start with a new plate. In other words, a new frame. And we cannot carry the energies from that previous frame because that's their home. Think of the energies like that's their home as in the objects, the home as in the vibration and the frequency of the conversation, the vibration and frequency of the tones of words and music and sound frequency. So it all belongs in that time frame. That's why it's called a time frame. So now we're in this new time frame. So what we do, we need to. So what it does, it clears all the energies. So if any of them have seeped through from that frame, trying to go, oh, you know what, you know, they could be like wanting to move on to the next frame. So they're going to think of it as like a cartoon. You know what, I'm bored of this. I want to hop onto that time frame. I want to go into this frame. And you're going, and you are the mother of the mothership of yourself, in other words. So you go, no, not today. Not today. In fact, right now, you need to stay in your time frame because that's a safe place for you to be in. And this is the new time frame. So we go like this. In fact, I think that was a children's way of me explaining about the time frames and energy. Well, I am quite a kindred divine star child type of character. We all are, really. We just need to connect to it. And I'm quite authentic in that way as well, and unapologetically as well. Okay, so what it does, it emanates sound and frequency, and it breaks down the ions. This is also wonderful if you're feeling ill and you have a headache. If you have a headache, then you take this one, which is the, how can I say, a mallet, but is designed thinner to have a more higher frequency. And if you put this at your brow, in between your brows, if you have pressure here, it breaks down. It breaks down the energy because it's an energy block that you have. Oh, sorry, that was my doggy. This is live broadcast, and sometimes we have certain things that happen, and my doggy Teddy sometimes does this. So I do apologize. He is a furry family animal sentient being. So he has his own way of expressing. Maybe he's just saying hello anyway. So going back to this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, did you see that? It's like something, it's like a blanket went over the screen just then. How incredible was that? Now, you can also have crystals. I have this one, selenite, and selenite is part of the snow quartz crystal. And what it does, it clears all static and clears the negative ions. So even your computer is happy, healthy, and wise. And your computer and your electric gadgets will be really thankful for you for using this. The best one, however, near a computer is the clear quartz. So clear, so beautiful. And what that does, it keeps you away from the toxins of a computer. It protects your energy field. Right, so before I go on to this, now I've got to introduce you to some friends. Okay, here, Happy Star, which goes on to the subject for today, the topic. Each awakened heart, godum, shines like a bright star in a grand constellation. Hello. Happy star. This is where we all need to be. We all are evolving to be. I mean, not as crazy as this. I mean, this is sweet. It's cute. And that's really what the soul is like. Very, very kindred, very childlike essence. Okay, happy star. But be a unicorn. Now, if you're not at the unicorn stage where you are expressing who you are truly authentic and you're expressing everything that you are, so your inner world, everything that your words, your actions are expressed from your inner world of a balance of female energy, male energy, and the divine child energy, which is you, the inner goddess or God divinity, or higher consciousness, as they may say it. Because you balance that out, you are on to your path of being a unicorn. But I've got some good news here, because this is something that I found whilst on a walk with Teddy, because the universe always gives me little gifts as I go for a walk and everything. Look at this little beauty. Isn't he sweet? He's super cute. Now, he's a sheep. So where we had, oh, we're following like sheep, you're following like sheep. Yeah, if you're following like sheep and you haven't quite woken up yet and it doesn't resonate, well, if you're going to be a sheep, at least be a colourful sheep. So this cobalt blue is a representation of communication. And this is the same colour as the throat chakra, where we express our true inner voice. In fact, Teddy's just come in now. Okay, he's just come in to see us, but I won't bring him on the screen. So isn't that sweet? In fact, isn't that a confirmation? Actually, I was out on a walk with Teddy Boo, with the sheep, not with the sheep, and I found the sheep. Isn't it fantastic? Now, on a previous day, I was out and I was feeling a little bit, how can I say, a little bit apprehensive, a little bit in areas that I was unknown to. I kind of went off the track somewhere with Teddy. This is not today. This was quite a while ago. Guess what the universe gave me? Yeah, a dragon. And it's cobalt blue. Cobalt blue. So protection, high protection, because cobalt blue, this blue belongs to Archangel Michael, meaning it's about the universe. It's about the protection and the true expression of your true soul self. Isn't that amazing? You know what? I'd really like to find a pink dragon. You know, I keep saying, you know what? I really like the blue one, but why do you keep bringing blue to me? I'd love a bit of pink or maybe a bit of purple, you know, but you know what? You can't decide that. That is something that the magic of the universe brings through synchronicity. And when you are woken up, you start seeing synchronicities, numbers. You start seeing songs that are played on the radio or certain advertisements on a billboard, and you keep seeing it. That's the way that your guardians and the angels are trying to grasp your attention to say, hey, wake up. We're trying to tell you something. You're still not listening. Hello, you're not listening. So for some reason, I keep finding blue. And for me, the meaning is, oh, your voice is the instrument that's going to bring your expression through your creativity, through your voice, singing, writing, doing public speaking, with TV host. Yeah, TV host especially. Okay, I've gone on a bit much. Oh, here we are. Now, I didn't find this one. It would be lovely if I did, wouldn't it? But no. I got this on Temu. But isn't it beautiful? Just so galactic. It is galactic. Beautiful. Not forgetting Egyptian, the ancients of the ancients. Ancient times are coming back. How fabulous is that? Amazing. Right. So, each awakened heart is like a bright star. So what I was trying to say to you, my journey of being an awakened heart is every day when I wake up, I always give thanks and gratefulness in every way to the universe, to primary source, however you want to say or describe it as. There is no right way, there's no wrong way. Everyone has their own feeling, their own meaning, their own visualization, their own microcosm, their own micro world. So it's not about, oh, it's going to be God the Father, God the Mother, or it's going to be God, the universe, or it's going to be primary source, or it's going to be the God divinity of our Godhead. You know, it all means the same. In the universe, it's not about words. Words are not used. It's sound and resonance and frequency. So all the words that we say don't really mean anything in the universe, but each word holds a tone and a frequency. And it's that the universe, the angels and the guides, they listen to. They don't listen to is someone swearing. Okay, it's not good to swear. Don't get me wrong. It's just not good to swear. But if you do swear and it's in character in what you're doing and what you're portraying in a positive manner, in a positive way, then it's okay, because it's not set with the intention of malice. It's set with the intention of fun and humor. And some people need to have that kind of communication, because what we have to do now as servers of the light, meaning servers of Mother Gaia, because we're here to look after her again. We kind of neglected her for 6,000 years. Yeah, we did. We did a pretty dumb job about it, that really. It went on a bit too long, but you know what? We just had too many holidays and we were enjoying ourselves as far as Mother Earth was concerned. But now we have to become hosts and caretakers of our own dear mother, organic planetary being, Earth. And therefore, each awakened heart is like a bright star, because the soul of each person is connected in a crystalline grid, right? So we have the matrix that we've had for 6,000 years, and even stronger since the last 80 years. It's gone to its fullest, most powerful, which it had to, so that some of us that are so dumbed down need to wake up. And it's shock tactics. It is. But at the same time, it's bringing us so that in our DNA, we're never going to make that mistake again. We're never going to fall like that. We're not going to do a 6,000 year cycle. So the 80 years was the most strongest. In 2012 is when the Mother Earth, the planetary being, was agreed that, yes, she is going to ascend, and no one on Earth is going to prevent this from happening. Okay, maybe stall it a little bit, but not prevent it actually happening. So what I want to share with you is a little bit from here, just a little bit, from a $2 daughter to a cosmic goddess, which is available on Amazon. And this is the day that I woke up and I was visited by, you could say, my higher self. So my point of waking up to my who I am. During the time I was still living in Malta, in Mjar, I was living on my own with my two cats, Akaria and Larimar. I began to spiritually awaken on December the 21st, 2012. I have never really had mentors, and I've always been guided with my intuition and my connection and being given guidance, whereas in looking at inspirational, life-changing videos to learn and grow. But something very powerful happened to me that day, the 21st of December, 2012. It was the awakening, the realization that I was more than this mere mortal human being with human behavior. The alchemical change within me. This is what happened. I was feeling quite dizzy, as if my very soul was split into different multidimensional selves. I was not feeling whole at all. In fact, I wondered, where is Maddie? I felt very disorientated. So I lay down on the couch, and the next minute I closed my eyes and I see all these golden sparks of light shining down in the room. And then I see this beautiful golden being in form, which I felt somehow, something. It was an extension of who I was, but in the future. The golden being just opened its arms to me, and I fell into the arms of this being. A feeling of a golden warm glow, and a feeling of truly arriving home. A feeling of no worry, but just feeling secure, feeling this freedom. And I was being suspended in the air. Now, when I say suspended in the air, I don't mean physically. I mean metaphysically. Suspended in the air with this majestic golden being. However, me, as the human behavior at that time, it was telling me to look within and have some time for reflection. So this was the day I woke up and began a new journey of my spirituality. So that was 2012. So that was my waking up. Now, I woke up 2012, and then I had a whole programming of what I had to do. I had to come away from the world, which I did for 5 years. And I will explain that in another. In fact, I get quite nervous about it. That's why it's got me on my throat chakra, and I do apologize. Because that 5 years was as if I was closed off from the rest of humanity. Anyway, on the island of Gozo. So from then, I then started to work at Star Child. And Star Child is here. And it's really about what's happening right now. The internal war within ourselves. I'm not talking about external war. I'm talking about the internal war of conflict between our ego and our comfy zone to our acceptance and awakening of our true unicorn, of our true soul self. And right now, the soul wants to speak out more than ever. So we are in the era of love, the era of soul love activation, soul love with soul love wisdom. We bring them together, and what do we have? A divine star child, the star child within us, the unicorn within us. But I'll talk to you about that on another topic. So what I'd like to say to you is, right now, humanity, we are going from this 6,000 year of being in a limited life, imprisoning ourselves, to now questioning ourselves and wanting to fly. The soul wants to fly. So our purpose now is not to ascend and go off the planet. Well, it depends your soul contract. What I mean to say is it's about being the sovereign being and living in the physical embodiment. So instead of just meditating, having 10 minutes whenever you need it, it means that every single waking moment or sleeping moment, but definitely waking moment, your thoughts, your words, your actions will be governed by your soul love activation, the soul love language, where it brings peace, purity, harmony, justice, and liberty, embraced in eternal light with the cosmic love. I know that's a lot to get round. Yeah, it is. It really is. Sometimes I get downloads, you see. And there's no script, so it's all live. So peace, purity, harmony, justice, and liberty, eternal light, and cosmic love. And these are the attributes that we as a human evolution are to going into a crystalline embodiment to become a human evolution where there's a sovereign being in a physical human embodiment. So it's almost where our spirit, the soul, is joining together with the human intellect, I guess, the wisdom, and where we're able to live in these peaceful, pure, harmonious, fair justice and freedom. But there's a lot of cleaning up to do, a lot of cleaning up within ourselves on a national, international, and global planetary level. So everything's getting cleansed. And because everything's getting cleansed, it's affecting us because we are part of the planetary organic being, Mother Earth. We are part of her. So what she goes through, we go through on a collective human consciousness within our DNA. So that's why there's lots of confusing times and lots of where you're feeling fatigued, where you feel confused, where you feel, what's the point? All this is happening, but we have to be strong. We have to be strong to each other. And each awakened heart, remember, it's like a beautiful light grid. Each awakened heart is like a bright star in a grand constellation because everyone holds a soul note, a certain frequency. And when everyone has discovered their own soul note, wow, we are going to light up the sky. We're going to light up the stars. We're going to light up the sky, the night sky, because we're all going to be stars, but stars here on earth. We're going to be the new celebrities, all of us, because we're part of that crystalline matrix collective. Whew, that was quite a lot, wasn't it? Okay, I'm running over. It's 28 minutes. So please do go onto Amazon and have a look at Star Child. And if you want to know about my life with $2 Daughter and Cosmic Goddess, it's just lessons. And there, oh, yeah, and there's my LinkedIn page. Thank you, Dr. Jacqueline. She's our producer today and the CEO and the mother of the mothership. So please do contact me if you feel that I'm known as a Soul-Heart Awakener. And I'm not intellectual. I'm not university. I'm not intellectual. I just go with my heart and I go with the soul. And I help to connect to your creative genius, which is your soul language, your soul activation, because then you will truly have an awakened heart and we all become bright stars out there because it's time. It's time. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents Steve Cline Art at stevecline.art.
My name is Steve Cline, born Manchester, England, 1953. My quest in my lifetime is to create artwork from my soul and the deepness within my wildest dreams and fantasies. In 2012, my heart stopped when I was given too much anesthetic for a minor knee operation, and this near-death experience took me to another multidimensional world, an out-of-body experience, and I was given the gift of being blessed by an overwhelming, burning passion to become, for the very first time in my life, an artist with an eternal, passionate desire to bring my art, which I've named multidimensional, subliminal, freeform art, to the world, as only 3% recover from what I experienced. And now in my golden years want to release my cosmic, vital energy through my art to allow people to be a part of my cosmic dance.
To learn more, email roccogoodwine@gmail.com. For VIP pricing, mention USA Global TV and Radio. USA Global TV and Radio, home of the YouTube Silver Creator Award, proudly presents Just the Thing for Your Ring, introducing the patented Ring Thing, your premium personal ring holder to keep your ring safe, nearby, and avoid loss.
The Ring Thing just got smarter. Add your logo and an NFC tag that opens to your website with one tap. Waterproof, inner padding, and now a forever business card.
Just the thing for your ring. Scan the QR code seen here to learn more about Ring Thing or place your order. Follow Ring Thing on Instagram at ring_thing_ or go to our website ringthing.com.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USAGlobalTV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.